Alright everyone, here now it's time to cover the Nurgle team. Actually, I was supposed to cover it a bit later, but someone asked for it, so I'll get to them right away. As you can see, well, Nurgle teams don't have access to apothecaries. So they have a necromancer with its drawbacks and advantages, but still they do have one little thing that sets them apart from everyone else, and I'll cover that once we get to player skills. So, since I don't have to spend any money on apothecaries, I'll go straight to rerolls. A bit pricey for that team, so let's start with 2, and we'll get back to it a bit later on to see if we have any money left. Now, they do have access to 4 types of player. Although their big guy, they can only have one of. The Beast of Nurgle. Beasts of Nurgle just look awesome. But when you look at their stats, they're not really that great. As you can see, very poor movement. Their strength is nothing to write home about. Agility is awful. But they do have very decent armor value. They also have the problem that they're a loner, like any kind of good guy. But they do come with some interesting mutations, like disturbing presence, which means that people want to pass, catch, intercept. When they are in the Beast of Nurgle's tackle zone, they have a bit more trouble doing so. Foul appearance, well, whenever someone wants to block or blitz that player, it means that if they roll a 1 before they take their action, they just can't bear the sight of that player and just won't get close enough to it to block or blitz it. And that can really help you in some tight spots. Of course, it's 1 out of 6 chance, so it doesn't work every time, but still, I like it. They do come with Mighty Blow, which is really good. However, they are really stupid. So we've already looked at that, since I think trolls do have that same skill. They do have regeneration, so this can help. It's a good thing they do have regeneration, since you don't have access to apothecaries. And they also come with the tentacles mutation, which I really like. Whenever someone tries to get out of that player's tackle zone, they do have to pass a strength roll. So they roll 2 six-sided dice, and they add their strength, and then you subtract your player's strength, and so if they score 5 or less, then they are held into place. This can really hurt those dodging teams like elves and goblins, halflings, all those teams that tend to rely a lot on dodges. They really hate that mutation. And finally, there's Nurgle's Rot. That skill, if I'm not mistaken, every single player on a Nurgle team has it. Basically, if you kill someone with a block, a blitz, or a foul, well, the player that's infected becomes a new rookie rotter, their equivalent of lineman, for you. So, they don't come with skills like decay, regeneration, or stunty skills, and they can't have a strength higher than 4. However, still you do get free players that way. So this is always nice. One little problem with that, however, is that contrary to the tabletop game, you don't get it automatically at the end. What you have to do is buy the player for 0 gold, but still you do have to buy it after the game, otherwise it won't get added to your roster. Anyway, pretty pricey, 140,000. Usually not a good idea to get one right off the bat. However, there's another problem with Beasts of Nurgle, as if there weren't enough already. They only have access to the strength table, which means that you'll be wishing for for doubles to get things like block and tackle. Of course, they do get guard really easily, so and they can also have stand firm easily. So that it's not that bad, but yeah, I prefer players that have a bit more versatility. But they do get access to mutations on doubles as well, and there are plenty fun mutations. So let's go back and take a look at the Nurgle Warriors. You can have 4 of those on your team. They'll pretty much form the the heart of your team, the heart of your offense and defense. They have very low movement with 4, but they do have 4 strength, so they do make very good players to put the on the front lines. So you'll probably use them a lot. They do have low agility though with 2 and good armor with 9. So they're not incredibly well-rounded players, but you really need them since Nurgle teams are not always very good. They do have disturbing presence and foul appearance just like the Beast of Nurgle, as well as regeneration and Nurgle's Rot. However, if you take a look at here, they do have access to the general, strength, and mutation table right off the bat. So that gives you an opportunity to pretty much create the type of player that you want. If you get doubles though, they could really use the skill jump up since they do have very low movement. Anyway, they do cost 110,000, pretty pricey, but you need them. So let's buy 2 right off the bat. Now the Pestigors. The Pestigors will probably end up being your ball carriers. Or if you're lucky with level ups, they might even become throwers or catchers. They have 6 movement, nothing to write home about, but still the highest on the Nurgle team. Strength and agility, average, which makes them the best players to give the ball to. And 8 armor, it's not bad. So